Hello everybody, we are students from Faculty of Pharmacy MSA University, Level 4. We are going to talk about nutritional strategies to boost immunity and prevent infection. This work is presented by Group C, supervised by Dr. Ahmed Mahir and Dr. Radwa Said. Let me introduce Group C. عمر طه نجم، محمد أحمد حلمي، سارة جمال، شيماء ماهر، مي أحمد، أحمد إبراهيم، أمل خالد. Our content is introduction, how the nutritional status affects the immune system, the role of nutrition to prevent respiratory tract infection, role of nutrition to prevent urinary tract infections, role of nutrition to prevent gastrointestinal tract infections.
Nowadays, we will ask it what we should do or what we should eat in order to improve our immune system. So, we will start with what is the immune system. Immune system is the complex defense mechanism of the host against the pathogens and the diseases. Generally, it includes three lines of defenses. Immune system mainly consists of a lot of organs in the body, such as tonsils, spleen, lymph nodes, and even skin. Cells such as lymphocytes and white blood cells, some chemicals as interferon, interleukins, and antibodies. There are many types of pathogens that can invade our bodies, such as bacteria, viruses, fungus, parasites, toxins, and even drugs and chemicals. Immune system mainly divided into two types, which are innate immunity and acquired immunity. Our message to say that what you eat today will impact how you live tomorrow. So, definitely, nutrition can affect our immune system.
Boosters for our immune system is vitamin A, B vitamins, vitamin D, vitamin C, and we will discuss each of them in details. Vitamin A. Its importance appears to essentially a competent innate response and to maintain the normal antibody mediated. Its deficiency results in reduced numbers and activity of natural killer cells and eosinophils, diminished the phagocytic and oxidative burst capabilities of macrophages, and finally, impaired ability to defend against extracellular pathogens. Examples for vitamin A rich food: sweet potato, carrots, mango, colored peppers, broccoli, and cantaloupe. Second, B vitamins. B vitamins such as vitamin B12, vitamin B1, vitamin B3, vitamin B5, vitamin B6, vitamin B9, and vitamin B12. Its importance is improve immune response, increase in production of antibodies, helps in communicative interaction between cytokines and chemokines, and its deficiency results in reductions in antibody producing cells, reducing delayed type hypersensitivity response, decreased proliferation of lymphocytes, diminished cytotoxicity of T cells. Examples for B vitamins rich food: vitamin B1 is found in cereals, while vitamin B12 in almonds. Vitamin B3 is found in avocado. Vitamin B5 is found in mushrooms. Vitamin B6 is found in lean meat. Vitamin B12 is found in eggs. Vitamin C. Its importance increased mitogen-induced production of antibodies, increased delayed type hypersensitivity response, decreased T cell death, enhanced neutrophil function, while its deficiency results in decreased phagocytosis and antimicrobial activity of macrophages. Examples of vitamin C rich food is strawberries, orange, guava, kiwi, green bell pepper, and pineapple. And finally, vitamin D. Vitamin D regulates the immune system, decrease natural killer cell toxicity, decrease the production of interleukin 2, interleukin 12, and interferon gamma. Examples of vitamin D rich food: dairy products, lean meat, and fortified cereals. Role of clinical nutrition to prevent respiratory tract infection. Respiratory tract divided into two parts, upper and lower. Upper contains the cavity, pharynx, and larynx, while lower contains the trachea, pulmonary bronchi, and lungs. There is evidence to suggest that supplements like zinc and vitamin D have a potential role in preventing respiratory disease. Also, probiotics are living organisms that, when consumed in adequate quantities, provide health benefit to the host and appear useful in reducing acute respiratory tract infection frequency, and it will be discussed later. Let me talk about respiratory immune boosters and discuss the role of each of them to prevent respiratory tract infection. Immune boosters such as vitamin C, zinc, omega-3 fatty acids and fish, and vitamin D. Starting by vitamin C. Vitamin C could inhibit nuclear factor kappa activation by interleukin 1 and also inhibit tumor necrosis factor alpha. Vitamin C also blocks production of interleukin 8 through mechanisms that are not dependent on the antioxidant activity of vitamin C. Also, observational studies in children showed that consumption of fruits, which rich in vitamin C such as kiwi, strawberries, and citrus fruits, was related to reduced wheezing. The second immune booster is zinc. Zinc considered to be an essential macronutrient for many physiological functions. With regard to the immune response, zinc directly promotes an antiviral activity and the immune-related release of interferon and regulates the host's immune response to function through enhancement of mucous membrane barriers, leukocyte function, and cytokine expression. Zinc considered to be essential for immune system, and its deficiency has been reported to be associated with increased chance of several infections including allergic rhinitis. Omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acids, which is mainly concentrated in marine sources and can be given as a supplements, have been shown to be anti-inflammatory through several cellular mechanisms, including their incorporation into cellular membranes and resulting altered synthesis of exenosides. Studies have shown that long-chain omega-3 fatty acids decrease inflammatory cell production of pro-inflammatory prostaglandin, leukotriene, and the activity of nuclear factor kappa. The last immune booster I will talk about is vitamin D. Vitamin D increases the production of natural antibodies and also known to strengthen the immunity by inducing monocyte differentiation and inhibiting lymphocyte proliferation, as well as it enhances the phagocytic activity of macrophages. In adults, serum vitamin D levels greater than 75 nanomole per liter were associated with a reduced incidence of respiratory tract infection, while in rickets, which happens due to vitamin D deficiency, were associated with an increased risk of acute respiratory tract infection. The current respiratory tract infection is coronavirus, COVID-19. There is no evidence or current studies done that can prevent the infection, but we can boost our immune system to prevent the virus spread. Or even if you got infected, your immune system becomes strong enough to fight the virus. The nutritional recommendations to boost the immune system against the infection is to eat zinc-rich food. And there is a relationship between hydroxychloroquine and zinc, where the hydroxychloroquine acts as zinc ionosphere. So it allows extracellular zinc to enter inside the cell and inhibit viral RNA-dependent RNA polymerase. But it is not no longer used because of its elongation of QT interval and cardiovascular effects. In addition to eat vitamin C rich food may help, as the Egyptian Ministry of Health Management protocol, it includes administration of ascorbic acid every 12 hours. Furthermore, exposure to sun daily from 15 to 20 minutes to gain your adequate amount of vitamin D. So the main nutrition recommendations to prevent COVID-19 spread is to drink plenty of water, eat fruits and vegetables because of their high nutritional value, and to be exposed to sun from 15 to 20 minutes to gain your adequate amount of vitamin D.
Hello everyone, let me start by introducing myself. My name is Muhammad Helmi. I will talk about 2 points: the role of nutrition to prevent GIT infection and urinary tract infection. So first I will start with the role of nutrition to prevent GIT infection. There are 3 types of nutrients that achieve a healthy mucosal GIT function as immune boosters: glutamine and arginine and probiotic. So first, glutamine. Glutamine is a precursor for nucleotide synthesis, serves as a substrate for hepatic gluconeogenesis, and is an important nutrient for the renal handling of ammonia. It is also an important fuel source for cells that rapidly divided, including GI epithelia, lymphocytes, fibroblasts, and reticulocytes. Food rich of glutamine: beef, chicken, fish, dairy products, eggs, vegetables like beans, beets, cabbage, spinach, carrots, parsley, garlic, vegetable juices, and also in wheat, papaya, brussels, and in fruits like avocados, apples, and pears. Regarding arginine, arginines and amino acids with important roles in the transport, storage, and the excretion of nitrogen in polyamine synthesis, and in the disposition of ammonia in the urea cycle, where much dietary arginine is removed by first-phase metabolism by the splanchnic bed, indicating that the small bowel is an important site of arginine metabolism. A brief summary of the splanchnic circulation. Splanchnic circulation consists of the blood supply to the GIT, liver, spleen, and pancreas. It consists of two large capillary beds, partially in series. The small splanchnic arterial branches supply the capillary beds, and then the efferent venous blood flow into the portal vein. Food rich in arginine: various meats as beef and chicken, dairy products, seaweed, and seeds such as watermelon seeds, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, and nuts as dried walnuts, almonds, pin nuts, and also legumes such as soya beans, raw peanuts, and chickpeas. Before I start talking about probiotics, I would like to make it clear that there is a difference between prebiotics and probiotics and symbiotics. Prebiotics are non-digestible food components that selectively stimulate the growth or activity of the desirable microorganisms. As for symbiotics, they are products that combine probiotics and prebiotics. So probiotics are defined as live microorganisms in the fermented food that promote good health through establishing an improved balance in intestinal microflora, which improve digestive health. How might probiotics work? Probiotics might help your body maintain a healthy community of microorganisms, or help your body's community of microorganisms return to a healthy condition after being distributed, and produce substances that have desirable effects and influence your body's immune response. Microorganisms include various species of lactobacilli or bifidobacteria used individually or in combination, and so may yeasts such as Saccharomyces. Food rich with probiotics: yogurt, sauerkraut is finely shredded cabbage. Kimchi is a fermented, spicy Korean side dish, which cabbage is the main component of it. Miso, which is traditionally made by fermenting soya beans with salt and type of fungus called kauji. Kombucha is a fermented black or green tea drink. Pickles, which are cucumbers that have been pickled in a solution of salt and water. Types of cheese including cheddar, mozzarella, and Gouda. That brings us to the end of the final part. Now let me discuss the role of clinical nutrition to prevent urinary tract infections, where the most frequent pathogen is Escherichia coli. Our nutritional recommendations include cranberry juice, where they block latation of Escherichia coli fimbriae to uroepithelial cells. They may also prevent urinary tract infection by other mechanisms, such as the downregulation of genes in Escherichia coli responsible for fimbrial expression. Epidemiologic and clinical studies show that women who consume cranberry or cranberry lingonberry juice have a 20% lower risk for urinary tract infection compared with those not drinking juice. High fiber diets, which reduce constipation, where constipation is a risk factor for urinary tract infection and recurrent urinary tract infection, although the reasons are unclear. Lactobacilli: limited evidence suggests that women who consume probiotic lactobacilli have a significantly 80% lower decreased risk for urinary tract infection. That concludes our presentation. Now, if I can just summarize the main points, we first talked about immune system and its type: innate, natural, and adaptive required. Then vitamins as immune boosters: vitamin A and B and C and D, followed by respiratory tract immune boosters: zinc, omega-3, and vitamin C and vitamin D. And role of nutrition to prevent GIT infection: glutamine, arginine, and probiotics. Then role of nutrition to prevent urinary tract infection: cranberry juice, high fiber diets, and lactobacilli. Finally, I would like to finish by thanking you all for your listening.
And this is our references and online sources were used to prepare this work.